so it's not like the whole thing. It's work in progress, wise words of Terrence. And so it's about a bad archaeologist taking a tab of acid in the Basilica of Santa Croce. Yeah.
Classic tale.
So I'm working on the hallucination part, and that's the part that I'm going to read to you guys. Okay? Alright. Dante looks down on me in church without knowing I look down on him in his tomb. She placed her head on the pages of the book, a bow, a penance of the affluence of his words. The marble, a delicate gelatin bubbling back with a touch and becoming concrete once again. It was smooth, taking a butter knife and slathering the icing over the words that told me of his poetics. Transforming the letters into Roman numerals, I stumbled on the mind of him. His head turned to me with the sound of a hiss. His nose was not as I remember, retreating into his skull. I released myself from my shell and grabbed a hold of him, sucked into the vortex with several layers of blue and purple granite, scraping my nails along the outer edges of his world. He told me that God gave him those stories that he wrote and bestowed me with the knowledge of his heart. I used the knife to carve my own words of honor, to honor the most honorable poet. He entrusted his honor into the tips of my fingers and into his palms, forearms, biceps, and shoulders, neck, eyes, skulls, and brain. Traveling through my eyes like a colony of ants retreating from the sun, but I am not the sun, but I am the fire. They pick up their feet to not be burned, but I'm not hot, but I burn. In the 7th century of birth, I encountered a scorpion in the vineyards of Italy and saved myself, so that I could travel in time. After witnessing the 3-tiered hierarchy of the complete cake of Dante, I felt like perhaps Dante would part his words to speak to me about what he needed, and he did. Obstructing his flat nose, his burnt skin tore, his white hair, he came toward me. I found myself in a dark wood, overturned by the moonlight. I cast a shadow on the trees. The fear I felt was less than, and I was stricken by it, like a blunt force had tackled me from behind. Just tell me, I cried. I'm here to listen. The wind beneath my body had been suctioned back into the sky and leaves lay dead. I was truly alone, beaten by the single light in a dark forest. But it was the silence of anticipation. The ground vibrated and the sky boomed with the hollowed out hole of a voice that simply said, girl. The leaves stirred once again. Please, I croaked. The light was starting to fade, and I felt him slowly retreating away from me. I will tell you why I came, and why I pity you, and wish to help you, but I must in person retrieve me.